Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video. After lunch, I was walking down the street on my way back to work. It was a nice day, sunny and warm. People were out walking, and now that it was late spring, some of the beautiful women were starting to wear clothes that were beautiful. They also wore warmer colors, which is a sure sign that summer is coming. One very pretty young woman was standing on the corner in front of us. Her bright yellow shirt and the way it puffed caught my attention. She had long hair and wore a skirt. She got my attention for sure. I waited for the light to change so I could cross the street and stopped by her. I gave her a quick look and smiled. I thought she would turn away, but she moved toward me instead. She put her head close to mine and spoke in a whisper. She told me to be a girl. I didn't get it. What was she saying? I was going to ask her, but the next thing I knew, she was gone, and I was crossing the street in the opposite direction. I looked back over my shoulder at her, and she moved her red lips but didn't say anything. Instead, she mouthed the words, "Be a girl," again. When I returned to my desk, her words kept coming back to me. What the heck was she talking about? Why didn't I stop to talk to her? She was pretty, but I just left without saying anything. I guess I was too shocked by what she said to me, which was so strange. Now I was trying to do my job, but all I could think about was her. I opened my web browser and began to look around on the internet. I thought about a skirt and went to a few websites for women's clothes before I found the exact one she had been wearing. I don't know how I thought it was the same, but I did. I ended up getting my credit card out and ordering one online. Then I remembered her bright yellow shirt. I quickly looked again and found it. I also placed an order. What would be the point? I guess I just liked her so much. I was going to cancel the order, but my boss was coming toward me, so I closed the window. When the package came, I could always send it back. I did some work, but her face was still in my mind, and her voice was still in my head. Be a woman. When I got home, I was glad to be there. At last, it's Friday night. It's time to relax with a cold one. I went to get a beer from the fridge, but when I opened the door, I saw a bottle of wine left over from 2 weeks ago's big party. I liked the sound of that better than a beer for some reason. I took it out, opened it, and poured a glass for myself. It was a Chardonnay that tasted good and wasn't too sweet. I had a coupon for pizza on the fridge, so I got it and called the number on it. While I was on hold, I saw that there was a coupon for salads as well. When the person on the other end of the phone finally answered, I was shocked to hear myself order a salad instead of a pizza. Again, I just thought it sounded better. I guess it would also be better for you. When I turned on the TV, all I saw were boring news shows and sports stories, so I went to E! To find out what's going on in Hollywood. At least you can always depend on that station. I picked up the newspaper and threw away all of it except for the part on entertainment. I read about the art shows at a nearby gallery, and they sounded like they would be fun to see. I also looked at the plan for the big fashion show held every year at the Civic Center to raise money for breast cancer. Did I already have a ticket? I didn't believe that. I should go get mine before they're all gone. Since it was going to be tomorrow night, there should still be time. Then I realized I could also order online. So I turned on my computer, connected to the internet, and went to get tickets. When I was done, I did some surfing. Then I thought about the things I'd ordered today. Wasn't I going to call that off? But why didn't I just wait until it came and try it on first to make sure it fit? I could always send it back if it didn't fit. I went to a few other online places and ordered some things I needed while I was thinking about clothes. I didn't feel like I had anything to wear. My closet was so old, and I didn't have any clothes in the right colors for spring and summer. I put in an order for a lot of things. I ran over to the door when I heard a knock. It was the person who brought the salad. Where did I put my purse? No, I already had some money out in the kitchen. I took it, paid the nice young man for it, and also gave him a nice tip. In response, he gave me a big smile. I drank my wine, ate my salad, and looked through Cosmo.com for good things to read. That night, I had another dream about her. In my dream, I could see her face as clearly as if it were daylight, and she told me, "Be a girl." I couldn't stop thinking about her. I got up in the morning, took a shower, and shaved my legs, underarms, and chest. I didn't know why I had so much hair on me. I mean, it was so ugly. It looked like some kind of ape. What wasn't I doing when it came to shaving? Maybe electrolysis would be a better option for me, so I wouldn't have to do this so often. I would have to pick up a home kit at the store today when I go shopping. After drying myself off with a towel, I saw all the hair in the shower drain and how messy my tub looked. How long has it been since I cleaned it? I was way behind on my chores around the house. I was going to have to quit that stupid softball team because it was taking up so much of my time. I mean, how could I clean the house or work in the yard if I was practicing and playing some stupid sport? It was a mixed gender team, so I also got to hang out with some cute guys, but I didn't think any of them liked me, so it didn't really matter. After brushing my hair, I chose to let it grow out more. I was tired of how my short hair made me look. My eyes, though, they just weren't thin enough. I used my razor to cut off the ends, but I still had a lot of hairs that needed to be plucked. Or even better, a wax. I might give myself a day at the spa and get my nails and hair done. That sounds like a great time. I still couldn't find my bag, so I just grabbed my wallet and car keys and went to the mall. I read about the big sale at the neighborhood department store in the paper last night, so I went there first. I found a nice new bag, a few cute outfits, and this great new skirt, which was 40% off. I was happy with how I did. I also bought 2 pairs of shoes. The black boots were nice, but I had to have the red flats and the cool white dress shoes with high heels. On my way out, I bought a makeup kit at the Clinique stand because it was on sale. It had everything you need, plus a few extras. Also, they gave me a small bag with free samples in it. Cool. I stopped at Victoria's Secret on my way to the health food store in the mall. I loved wearing things with red lace and needed to find some more. I also bought this black mesh top. I just looked so good. I also got a couple of extra sets of pants and tops. I bought vitamins that were made just for women at a health food shop. I also got some soy tablets. Some of the things in soy are thought to be good for women because they are similar to estrogens, which our bodies make naturally. And I bought some folic acid because the most recent research says it helps keep your reproductive system healthy. I bought a new brush for my hair, some perfume, and some deodorant. After all the shopping, I was worn out. I had a grilled chicken salad for lunch and then went home to unpack. Even though my rooms were full, there were a lot of clothes in them that were better for men than for me. I couldn't remember where they came from, so I figured my last boyfriend must have left them there. I mean, I liked wearing some of his t-shirts to bed because they were so comfortable, but I put the rest of it into big black trash bags and gave them to people who were poor. I called and asked where I could leave them while I was out running chores that afternoon. I also made an appointment at the salon by calling. I really cleaned the bathroom and kitchen for a good couple of hours. I told myself that I would never get so far behind on chores again. I mean, if I asked a guy over and my place was so messy, what would he think of it? He would get the wrong idea about me. I washed up and put on one of my new clothes before I left. I was wearing a blue jean skirt and a strapped pink top. They look so cute together. I put on my makeup, grabbed my bag, and walked out the door. As I pulled out of the Saw's driveway, I looked at myself again in the rearview mirror. With the makeup, my eyelashes looked good, and the light shading around my eyes made me look attractive, except for my way too bushy eyebrows, but that would be fixed soon. The light pink color I chose for my lips looked good on them. I really liked how easy it was to put on and how long it lasted. I only put on a light makeup and didn't even do anything to make my cheekbones stand out. But I liked how I looked. I went to the salon, checked in with the lady at the desk, and read in style while I waited for my turn. "Who is Violet? Cheryl wants to see you right now," the woman said. I told Sandy, thank you. It wasn't at all a long wait, just like you said it wouldn't be. Back at Cheryl's stop, we walked. She told me to wash my hair in the back room first. She said, "We need to do something with your hair. Once we have that under control, we can move on to your face." She cut my hair here and there to make it real feminine. It was so sweet. Then she waxed my eyebrows, which made my face look so much better once they were shaped into a nice curve. I was just so happy. She did both my manicure and my pedicure while we talked and gossiped a bit. The time went by so quickly. We were waiting for the clear finish to dry when she suggested I come back in 3 weeks so we could try something else with my hair until it grew out better. I said yes, and we set up the meeting right there and then. A gold store was 2 doors down from the salon. I went in and looked at some jewelry. On a whim, I decided to get my ears pierced. I chose a nice pair of earrings and put them to work. Yes, it did look better. I also bought the collar. Oh well, it was cute and it wasn't too much. And I could use the money I saved at the mall sale to buy this instead. When I got home, I was just worn out. All I wanted to do was turn on HBO and watch something girly before going to bed. I was very tired. When I was sleeping, I dreamed about a woman I had seen the day before. She told me, "Act like a girl." I turned to her in my dream and said, "But I'm a girl." She gave me a smile and said she'd see me tomorrow. It was one of those days when it began in the morning. I was starting out. It's that time of the month, you know. It always happened when it was the worst. Then, when I was cutting up my pineapple, I cut my fingernail. I had it done just yesterday. Why did it always go this way? Then, just to make things worse, my new pink top shrunk when I washed it. I did it the way it said to, but it still shrunk. Ugh. Then there's a knock on the door while I'm trying to clear the floor in my bedroom. I took my new skirt from the door and put it on. It didn't go with my top, but I didn't have time to change it. I went to the door and looked through the hole to see who was there. I saw that it was a woman, so I took the chain off and opened the door. How are you?" she said, putting on a big smile. Now I knew who she was. She was the woman I had seen on the street one day and who had been in my thoughts for the past few nights. I told her to come in, and while she was sitting on the couch, I gave her some tea. She said no, but she thanked me anyway. I told her, "It's funny that you came here today. I had a dream about you last night. You said we would meet up today." "Yes, I know, Violette. How did you find out? How did you find out my name?" I did ask. "It's hard to explain, and you might not believe me, but could you give me a chance?" she told me. I put my legs together and paid close attention. She said, "I am a witch. I've seen her, and I know she'll be here soon." "What are you doing here?" I did ask. "My word is one of peace, love, and forgiveness. I care about all living things, even men who are less important. I will be willing to let men live as long as they believe in her and are ready to show that they are listening to women. The goddess will accept a man who lets his woman turn him into a woman and let him into her kingdom of peace and love. But if he doesn't want to be ruled by women, doesn't want to dress like a woman, or doesn't want to accept the truth, he will have to deal with the results. What do you want me to do? We need help getting the word out about, getting women to join our cause, and turning guys into women to save them. You are the right person for the job." "Me? How? How can I help? Do you remember the first time you met me?" "Yes, on the corner of the street. What did I have on?" "The pretty skirt and the yellow shirt, yes. And what did you have on?" "I was wearing blue pants and a man's golf shirt." "Why were you dressed like a man?" I was an adult. Ooh, I'd been a man? Yes, you were a man until a few days ago. No, I'm a woman. You told me to act like a girl, but I'm already a girl. You are a girl, yes, but you were a man until a few days ago. That's not true. That isn't true, I said, and I was almost crying. My feelings were shook by such a strong charge, and my hormones were going crazy. It was too much. Okay. She told me this as she gave me a tissue to wipe my tears and blow my nose. I got some of my makeup on my clothes, but it wasn't too bad. I'd have to fix it as soon as possible. I agree with you, but it just seems so far away. I told, "Yes, you only became a real woman last night while you slept. Now, being a woman is so strong that you can't remember being a man, but you'll be able to remember most of it in a few days." I don't want to, though. I'm glad to be a woman. Here's what I am, who God wanted me to be. Yes, because of this, I chose you to help us. Now, if I find a woman to preach to men, she has never really understood a guy. She has never felt what they felt, thought what they thought, or known what it is like to be a man. On the other hand, you used to be one of them. In every way, you are now a woman, but you also know how it felt to be a man. So you're the right person for the job. I'll know how to talk to guys in a way they can understand and relate to. Yes, I agree. At first, they'll listen to you because you're a pretty young woman, but then they will hear your words so much better than if it came from me or any other woman who has been a woman since birth. And they want to know about the goddess? Yes. You have seen a miracle that shows how powerful she is. How else could you have changed in every way? They will hear you out. What am I going to tell them? I did ask. How true the light is, the pure light of the woman. Teach them to pay attention to and respect their wives as well as all women. Show them that even a female bug or fish is better than the best, most noble man. But they can show their loyalty to the goddess by giving their all to their woman. And if they want to be saved, they can show how much they love the goddess and their women by trying to be like her. She has said that whoever is looking for relief will find it in femininity. He will be saved who acts like a woman and dresses like a woman. Whoever feels like a woman on the inside will be saved. Whoever rejects the feminine rejects me. And by doing so, he seals his own death. We got down on our knees and asked the goddess to help us. I gave her praise and thanked her for the gift she had given me. I told her I was glad I was a girl. I was now a woman. I had seen the light of her love, the light of her femininity. I would go out and tell everyone how happy I was. She would come soon and make everything right. Soon, the world would belong to women. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.